Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wines for the Times. Before we get started on today's tasting, which is going to be 2 Merlots, one from France and one from Napa Valley, I wanted to talk about cellaring. Now, because of the pandemic, I've been buying and cellaring more wines. Now, don't get me wrong, you can drink wines immediately upon buying them, but some wines taste better as you age. Now, these wines would be wines such as Cabernet Sauvignon, Barolos, Brunelos, Nebbiolos, some Pinot Noirs, and some Merlots, and some whites like Chardonnay. So if you have a cellar or a room where you store wine, the ideal temperature to store it at is between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And you need about a 75-degree humidity with very low light. And there should be no vibration. It should be well ventilated and odor-free. And also you should consider using a tracking app. Now, I use Cellar Tracker to track the wine that I have. And if for no other reason, it tells you the drinking window. So if you enter a particular wine into it, it tells you, well, it's good to be drunk between 2020 and 2040, or between 2020 and 2022. So let's get on to the actual wine tasting. So today, we're going to be tasting a couple of wines, like I said before, which are Merlots. Now, the first wine we're going to be tasting is this one right here. And this is a Clarendelle 2015 from France. Saint-Emilion is the region. And it's 14% alcohol. And it was $48 Canadian. I just acquired a new wine tasting glass, so you get to see me use this one. It's kind of cool, actually. I'm gonna pour this here. I'm going to try to keep at least part of the bottle. I'm going to put the bottle up here. Let's try that. Maybe you can see it while I do the tasting. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. So we're going to put against the white background. And as you can see, this particular wine is semi-opaque. It's not quite opaque. You can kind of see the writing in between, but not actually identify the letters. It has a medium intensity, and it's clear. That means it has no sediment, etc. in it. The color is a medium, I don't know if you can actually see this, is a medium ruby red. And it's a pale ruby at the rim. And if you go like this, I would say that the viscosity was medium. And the viscosity tells you about the alcohol and the sugar content. So let's take a... So the wine is in good condition. Oh, and I have to point out that I've been drinking both of these bottles of wine for, an hour or so beforehand. So I might be just a little bit tipsy. It has medium intensity with dark cherry aromas. A little bit of jammy, maybe jammy cherry, with hints of leather. And you're not seeing the wine, so I'm gonna have to put it down. Okay. The wine is dry. The acidity is low, but the tannins are quite high. The flavors I'm getting are of sour cherry and tobacco. And it has a high alcohol content, medium body, and the finish is short. So this wine is of good quality. I think it could probably use a year or two more in the bottle, but it's drinking quite well right now. And it's well balanced. I think this wine would pair very well with a filet mignon with a chimichurri sauce. It would be quite nice. I am having, however, chicken marsala. I'm making a chicken marsala tonight, and this wine doesn't really go with that. I need to have a white or a Pinot Noir with it, something light so it doesn't overpower the chicken dish. Right, let's move on to the second wine. So the second wine, there we go, is a Pride Mountain Vineyard 2013 wine from the USA. It's from 57% of the grapes were from Napa and 43% from Sonoma in California. It's 14.6% alcohol, and it was $72 Canadian. So use this other. I poured a little bit more than I should have in the glass. Oh well. So the wine is clear, has no sediment, and it's of medium intensity. This one is really quite opaque. You can't see any of the writing through it. And it's deep ruby. The other one was medium ruby. This one's deep ruby at the core and medium ruby at the rim. The viscosity seems quite high as opposed to the other one. Okay, the wine's of good condition. It has a medium-high intensity. And the aromas on the nose I'm getting are plum, dark cherry, and sweet herbs. The wine is dry with a medium acidity and high tannins. The flavors I'm getting are of dark cherry, coffee, and a hint of leather. I'm not getting the plum taste as I did on the nose. The body is medium, and the alcohol is high, and the finish is medium, so it lasted a little longer than the French wine did. So I would say that this was good quality and fair value for the price. Actually, I think it was a little bit pricey. It should be consumed now, as I feel it's probably at its peak. It was well balanced with semi-complex flavors, acidity, and alcohol. I think this would pair well with some braised short ribs or some truffle-style chocolates with the soft interior. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Thank you very much and have a great day.